Good morning and welcome to the Brightside. You're with Carol and Lavinia. It's a happy Wednesday. Got a lot of life and love and color in the studio this morning because we are joined by twin sisters Santhi and Sari Tunas, the founders of Binary Style. And they're a lifestyle brand that specializes in conversational prints that tell the story of Singapore. So good morning. Welcome, Santhi and Sari.
Good morning, girls. Lovely to be here.
You know, your work is so well known because just a few moments ago, we met Minister Josephine Teo just outside in our lobby, and she is very familiar with your work because you've designed for SIA, for the National Heritage Museum. We've seen your prints everywhere. So glad you can come and join us today to talk about your work and what you're trying to achieve with Binary Style.
Yes, you're even wearing one of their prints as well, right,
yes,
Carol?
Isn't it nice and lovely? It's got like a beautiful turquoise blue with the palm leaves, which I love, and the Singapore flower, the orchid.
Yeah, make sure you join us on Facebook Live in a bit because they're wearing incredible prints on themselves as well. We'll tell you more about that in a bit. But let's start off first. How did this idea and also the name for Binary Style come about? Who can we start with?
Okay, I can start.
Hi, Sari.
So the idea of Binary Style started in 2015. At that time, I was in between jobs. So I was a little bit bored, a little bit stressed, and I was just starting doing the thing that I really love, which is drawing, right? So I was drawing a lot of things on a paper. And then also I was thinking, what can I do with these drawings? So there is a little bit of a background story because we both love to wear scarves, and this is a habit that we pick up when we were living in Europe sometimes back. And then, but we never find scarves that we really love. So then I was thinking like, maybe I can turn these drawings into scarves. And basically that's what we did. That's how it started.
That's pretty genius.
You know,
I love
I
it.
also like to wear scarves, but I don't think I have the ability to I'll just make a scarf right now of a beautiful print. Cannot. My drawing is horrible.
Definitely join us on Facebook to see what they're wearing. I mean, all these are original creations. It's like really art come to life. Santi is in a beautiful top that has otters. Is that otters?
Squirrels.
Oh, it's squirrels. Okay, and I see a woodpecker. I see
The pendolin as well.
One of the monkeys.
These are all creatures from
Singapore.
Yeah.
Bukit Timah. So this print is inspired by Bukit Timah.
Oh, wow.
It's
That's
amazing.
great.
Yeah.
And Sari, what do you have on?
This one is a collab with Thomas Wee, the fashion legend. So we had the fortunate to work together with him once. So we created this print together with him. This is for Chinese New Year, 2 years ago. maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are on Facebook Live, facebook.com/91.3. Definitely look up some of their amazing designs. So you guys started Binary Style in the year 2015. Could you share with us how that journey has been for both of you, working as sisters, as collaborators, as business people?
Yes, it's been very exciting journey. It was a huge learning curve. So as you know, we were both architects before, so we don't have any business background. And so it was really a lot of trial and error, but it really opened up our horizon to the world of entrepreneurship. Particularly the women one, which is really exciting. A lot of solidarity. We support one another. We inspire one another. Yes, so that's true actually, and we got to meet a lot of interesting people, and we got to learn from the best. And then I think for us it's always very energizing to be surrounded with like-minded people. So
Wow.
I think they've reached a point where people are learning from the two of you, dynamic women. Let's not be humble here.
Because you've gone from making scarves to clothes to some of these beautiful fans. You know the foldable wooden fans? Oh my gosh, those are selling like hotcakes. I want to try and buy one and I can't because they go so fast. You've got umbrellas, you've got jewelry, things for the home as well. They collaborated with furniture design companies to come up with beautiful prints for the home.
I know how you mentioned earlier off air about these make great gifts, when you're going overseas, you want to give them a little bit of Singapore. But I said, it's very hard for me to give them away. I probably keep them for myself.
Exactly.
It's
I wouldn't
so
blame
beautiful.
you because, absolutely. It's so refreshing to see such beautiful designs, on products made here in Singapore, made with love, made by Singaporeans. Can you tell us before we hop onto Facebook, what are some of the colors for 2023?
So color of 2023, if we are referring to the Pantone color, is called, what is it? So very perry. Very
It's a bit like lilac,
Okay.
something like that. But for us, the color of the year is every color possible under the sun. So for us, we don't yes, there are trends. There are some. There will be people which is like dictating the color of the year. But for us, it's all colors that you love is the colors of the year.
I love that philosophy, right? It's also based on your mood. Your mood can change every day. Today I feel
Exactly.
I wish we had a box of
Exactly.
color pencils in the studio so they could draw something up for us, and then it'll be a special Brightside design, exclusive to the Brightside.
Lamak, why did I bring that in?
Where are your color pencils, Levy? All right, join us on Facebook, facebook.com/1FM91.3. Also on YouTube, there's a chance for you to win a cool prize from Golf Wave there as well.
Yes, a golfing experience. We're talking about 30-minute golf lesson and also a 1-hour play on their simulator at Golf Wave. It's worth $150. So make sure you log on right now to our Facebook Live. You have to comment there in order to win this prize.
Thank you so much for joining us. In the studio, of course, Santhi and Sari Tunas. Santhi's in the Bukit Timah Nature Reserve top, and Sari is in the collab with Thomas Wee. I love that color on
For
you.
Chinese New Year, I do believe you're
Yes,
mentioning, right?
yeah, it was.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. So thank you. Has anyone I'm sorry, a bit cheeky.
oh,
Has
oh,
anyone
oh.
ever said that you guys look like Edna from The Incredibles?
Well, she is incredible, and she's such a creative force.
Am I the first? No, right?
No, we are so flattered you said it.
Why?
She's cool. Edna is
Edna
cool.
is the real superhero
Yes.
in that movie.
She makes it all.
I'm sorry, the
yeah.
others, but yes, Edna is the
Girl, you got it. You got it.
I love that you guys are giggling about that, actually. I'm glad she's one of your superheroes.
Oh, definitely.
I can see the
Definitely.
style. All the smart, talented women. All like fun size as well. Pack a punch, man.
So here's where we get further cheekier.
Okay.
We're going to ask, what are 3 things about both of you that would surprise us? Let's start with Santhi first.
Oh,
You
I think
are,
maybe Sari can say
Okay,
about
Sari
it.
first.
So surprising things about Santhi. Santhi is quite bossy. She looks quite sweet and giggly, but she's quite bossy. But actually, that's quite nice because when you run a business together, somebody sometimes need to take the lead. Though not always, I hope. Okay, you say one more. One thing about me.
About
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, sometime today, yeah. Long
Well, I
pause.
don't know about the cheeky things. I mean, she's a lot of cheeky things, but I think what I really like about Sari is surprising. She can design very fast.
Oh,
Yes.
speed designer. Hey, hey.
Speed designer.
Hey, stop it, La. You're already very talented enough. Now you're fast at it. Enough. I didn't get anything. God, well, I thought God was fair. What's going on? Yeah. Very interesting. Thanks for that.
What's it like working with your sister? I mean, is there ever like clashes? How do you resolve that? Especially when you know it's a creative business. How do you resolve creative differences?
Well, we resolve it like a sister. Of course, I mean, it's sisters working together. Of course, we fight,
Yeah.
then we make up, we fight, we make up, and it happens all the time. When it happens, of course, it's not nice, but for us, we always try to think why, the reason why we are in this together, because we want to do something together. So it's always like that.
It's
right?
back to the bigger picture, isn't
Yeah,
it?
bigger picture, that's true.
Because
That's true.
together, you're stronger together, better together. Wow, that's a great reminder actually for people working with their family members or good friends even. Yeah.
My husband has 4 siblings. That's quite strong team.
Yes.
4.
So yes, focus on the goodness.
That's a force right there.
Focus on the greater good.
Out of curiosity, as twins, do you find that you're very much in sync, very close, finish each other's sentences?
I think so, right?
We do.
Yeah,
we do that quite often.
Yeah,
So-
sometimes we do these like freaky things. Like once, it was Christmas many years ago. We actually gave each other exactly the same thing.
That's so cute.
So when we open up the present, we were just like giggling.
Oh, can I ask what was that gift?
It was a journal actually.
Oh,
my
nice.
goodness! That is
Okay,
adorable.
We're
yeah.
jumping back on air live to chat with our audiences again, so hang tight. Joel and Uptown Girl here on 1FM 91.3, talking to two Uptown girls this morning.
Yes.
Bringing our urban city to life with color and beautiful designs. It's Santhi and Sari Tunas from Binary Style. Welcome back, ladies. So, you've actually moved from designing like fashion pieces, scarves, clothes, to, and even jewelry and accessories, fans, to designing for the homes as well, bringing print and color into the home. We're just curious, when it comes to interior design, how adventurous do you think Singaporeans are?
I think Singaporeans, they're quite, we are quite a discerning bunch. We are well-traveled. We are not afraid to try new things. But in the end of the day, we are very pragmatic. So we will pick up a certain interior design style only if it's, it makes sense financially. And also it's easy to upkeep. I think that's my observation is.
That's a good point. It's financially viable and easy to upkeep because no one likes cleaning up.
Yes. Yeah, actually those are I just moved house. I'm still in the midst of moving. And the first question will be like, how do you clean this?
I see,
and then you
right?
see my interior designer, who is my brother-in-law, is like, yes, don't worry. I have sorted that out for you. I'm like, thanks. Yes. How about you, Sari? Anything to add to that about Singaporeans you notice about how they are with being adventurous in design?
Yeah, they are quite adventurous to many extents, but I think it really depends on the personality as well, because some people might need a little bit more encouragement to experiment with colors and prints. But I guess when you are exposed to different ideas, either from the magazine, social medias, I think people are more open to really try new things to see, actually that's nice, or we could try this, we could try that.
Yeah, maybe it's all a matter of finding the right print or the right design, right? Not so much that they don't want to incorporate. So how can we incorporate prints and designs into our homes seamlessly? What should we be looking out for?
For me, if you're picking up a print or two, try to pick up something that has personal connection. And you feel when you look at the print, it's calling your name. So don't follow trends blindly, because trends, they come and go. One time they are good, they're very hip, and then the next day you're bored of it. I think that's one of the concerns for Singaporean, right? They're afraid because they say no, they just get bored out of it very quickly. Yeah, so pick something with a personal connection, and I think then it's an opportunity to tell your stories as well, to tell your journey as well.
I think that's a really, really good tip.
Yeah, so it's like what do you say? I'm losing my thought here. Sorry. Pick something that relates to you. Yes. Yeah. It could be like a statement piece. And then when somebody comes to your home, you can tell about it. So it's like you tell your story, you tell your journey.
What kind of products are we talking about? Like cushion covers, tablecloths, or, furniture pieces? Like, where do we begin for someone who's like, the Scandinavian style was so common here, a lot of whites, blacks, and browns. And for someone to add colors, like, I'm not sure about that. Will it destroy my theme for the home?
So my advice will be you start small, right? You start small, meaning you can start, for example, with a cushion cover. You can start with the table runner. You can start with, you have this pretty little tray, so you can put your candles, you can put whatever it is you want to put on the tray. So you start with something like that. So we are not asking people to suddenly become kind of like a maximalist in terms of print. When you go to their house, all you see is just like wallpaper with all crazy print. No. So start small.
Anything to add to that, Sari?
So as she said, that start small is one of that. And then gradually you can add more things. But of course, just be comfortable with that. So, if you're not comfortable with that, then it's you feel that, you go into your house like something off. So be at ease with that. So that's very important. And then if you want to start with the clash prints, it's very fun. I warned you, it's very addictive because you see.
What's clash print?
Clash print is when you're clashing different types of prints
I was
together.
just about to ask you that. How do you do that without getting, it too gaudy and too mixed.
It is. So there are a couple of way to do that. The first one maybe is looking for the similar underlying colors. So for example, that if you have this forest prints with a green color, and you can look for something else, some other prints which also looks kind of greenish. So that's one way to do it. And the second way is probably you look for themes. So for example, that if you are looking for tropical prints, and the other prints could be about tropical birds, or so then you can have this nice junglish kind of vibe in your house. So try to look for this similar underlying theme, either colors or the story in itself. And also one way to do it is try to combine something that is much more complicated, for example like this Bukitima prints here that Santhi is wearing, with polka dots or chevron or even stripes.
Oh wow, I don't know if I wouldn't even think of putting those two prints because they're both quite bold. I mean, this is a beautiful print, and then with polka dots.
Try it. You might like it.
I think so.
It's an exciting time for Lavinia, especially because she's moving house, and you've got all this wonderful advice now at your disposal. Now we're hopping back to Facebook for a short discussion over there. It's also your chance to win a cool prize from Golf Wave. We'll be back with more of Santhi and Sari in just a bit. Keep it right here. It's 1FM. Lavinia going ting ting.
Yeah, no, because I purposefully made sure that my interior was kept just very basic, so that I could add on interesting furnishing. Right, I just didn't know where I was going to go, but I think I will head on to your website, binarystyle.co. Everyone, join me, but please don't buy up everything. I want to buy something.
I love that you guys are making, like you're just exploring beyond the boundaries, and you make it sound so easy. I mean, the clash print that you were just talking about, it's just something that's just boggled me for a long time. I want my house to look like the showroom, like when you walk into the shop, and then when you do buy your pieces, you go home and you're like, wait, what?
Didn't
it's
work out.
Not matching. It's the wrong shade.
Yeah,
it's
can return or not,
Yeah.
But they make it sound so easy. Two things here. I feel like now I can do it with your advice. Two, I want to visit your home. Sure, very nice.
What are some of the things that, how do you know, like when you see something and you decide, I'm going to make a design, or I'm going to draw this, I'm going to design this. How does that process work for you?
Yeah.
Our main inspiration is Singapore.
Okay.
I mean, Singapore deceivingly looks like a very small island, like, a bit boring, but actually it's not. Singapore is full of inspirations, and as you can see from the output of our designs, we have 200 over designs. It's all based in Singapore.
One of which I'm wearing.
Yes,
This one,
exactly.
Botanic Gardens, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, got that right. No, because I saw a dress recently at a boutiques fair that was based on like the HDBs, and I'm thinking, there's no way an HDB block would look good on a dress.
And it did.
It did. It was just the way they did it. It was so creative, so colorful, it popped. I found myself being drawn, instead of to the tropical print, to the HDB one. Right? That's one that has like building apartments, right? Maybe not HDB, but apartments. What was that one called?
It's
The one at the boutiques fair.
different buildings.
Yeah.
There's shop houses, HDBs, the condo buildings as well.
Yeah, I did not think I would want to wear something with a building apartment on my body. But the way they put it together was just brilliant.
And I think that just clearly shows, your very unique perspectives and how you're, I think, making everyone in Singapore fall in love with Singapore all over again. We're starting to see like, this element. I love you guys.
Thank you. So true. I mean, we're looking through your lens of how you see Singapore. So thank you so much. And you're putting Singapore on the map as well with your beautiful designs.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
an honor.
like as as Minister Josephine Teo just said, she loves your designs as well. You've represented us. You've done, like so many impressive projects as well with some of the big local companies. So yeah, we're very, very proud to have you in the studio here this morning as well. Okay, very shortly, we're going to jump back on air.
Yes.
And wrap up this interview. Sad to see you go, but yeah, especially since you brought so much color to our life today.
Yeah, the studio has never looked better.
I was very tempted to wear black actually, and then I thought, no lah, I shall wear one of
No,
your
you
designs.
look really, really beautiful. That is a
Thank you
beautiful
so
print.
much.
In fact, I mean, I don't remember Botanical Gardens looking that good.
Oh really? Because you say there's an element of May.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Okay, heading back live on air.
Bugaboo by Destiny's Child here on the Brightside with Carol and Lavinia. I don't want to go. I don't want them to go. Yeah, we've got these two amazing ladies, girl bosses, the founders of Binary Style, trained in architecture, but they are amazing designers. We have Santhi as well as Sari Tunas joining us here today, talking about design, how we can incorporate that in our lives, in interior design, everything. I'm blown away. The rules are so easy to follow. You've broken it down so well as well.
Thank you for making it so easy for us now to actually be bold enough to consider some not say loud, but colorful prints and designs in our homes, not just in fashion. I think fashion sometimes quite straightforward, but in our homes, it's like we're still, we want to be courageous, but we're not quite sure how to do it. So
that's why Sari's point about make sure you're comfortable. You're comfortable with what you've chosen.
Right.
And I like your point about Santhi that you mentioned. It personal. Keep it personal. It must be based on your own story. So very good points there.
Yes, because then you look back on them, there's a story to tell. I mean, the whole point about your prints are conversational prints, telling the Singapore story, and that draws us all into conversation with people. We want to be social, not just get together and watch a movie or just eat. You want to talk about meaningful things as well, right? Where can people find your products? Actually.
I know the answer. Binarystyle.com. I was checking and spying on all your goodies.
Yeah, but not just that. You were recently at boutique fairs. And,
we are boutique fairs is twice a year event. So when we are not in boutique fair, we are in Design Orchard in Somerset.
Yes, I know that place.
Yes.
Yeah,
and we are also in chrisshop.com. We have some selections as well in the Fullerton Hotel shop.
Ooh,
very nice.
Chris Shop. I didn't know I'm going to find Chris Shop. Got sale or not? No, just kidding.
And also, we can check you out on Instagram, I do believe.
Yes.
Could you share a little bit more about the account? And also,
our Instagram handle is Binary Style.
Okay.
Put together.
No.
How did you come up with the word binary style? That name.
Sorry.
Yeah, we got that a lot. So because we are twins, right? So we are trying to look for names that really represent like two or some double or whatever. And we thought like maybe binary style. And if you look at the logo, it has two
faces,
a pair of
glasses, right?
Glasses. So
Yeah.
basically, it's us.
Oh, cute. I was just looking at that this morning, actually, your logo. It's so adorable. And any future projects that we can look forward to from Binary Style?
Yes, actually, we are working now on a collaboration with Limehouse. You guys familiar with Limehouse?
Yeah. So what is going to happen with that?
So we are going to have a capsule collection designing a print shirt that brings Singapore and Caribbean island together.
Wow.
So the flora and fauna of Singapore and the Caribbean together on shirts.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, so we are very excited about that, and we are very excited to be collaborating with Limehouse because we see there is a brand synergy.
Yeah. Okay, beautiful.
So we'll keep an eye on that. Check
That will
out your
be
Instagram.
In
May.
In May.
You
Yeah.
forgot one very important collaboration.
Yes. What?
The one with the Brightside.
Are you gunning for you put your beautiful face a print?
I don't know. I just feel like because you're so creative, I would love to see after our little chat, like what you would, what you're inspired to create. Actually, is that a bit too much? Maybe it is. I don't know.
Hinting.
All right, Santhi and Sari, thank you so much for joining us here in the studio this morning. We hope you had fun, and of course, I hope our listeners gain some wisdom about styles and designs and prints. Okay, we got a cool prize to be given away on Facebook, so do hop over there. Or actually, have we found someone?
We have this
okay.
lucky lady, Joanna Ung. We asked the question on Facebook Live, inspired by this interview with Santhi and Sari. What's your preferred style, classic or bold? And Joanna actually won the $150 golf experience from Golf Wave by answering that very simple question. And we've gotten a hint into what she likes as well. Very nice.
All right. So congratulations, Joanna. Once again, thank you, Santhi and Sari Tunas. Look them up at Binary Style. Yeah.
Hey, it's Wednesday, the 29th of March.
Good time. Greatest